wish you'd stop showing off so much in the YouTube videos. This is the Kamon Reynolds Beekeeping channel, and you're making me look bad over there.
Make sure I'm not exposed. Well, I mean...
Hold on, we got a YouTube video to shoot here. That's dinner.
It is dinner, you're right.
Half the bees are on your head now, Talon. We just put a little lemongrass on you and you can be the bait. Well, you got a pound of bees on your head, Talon. Hi, it's Kamon Reynolds, and in today's video we have a massive swarm right here. It is pretty deep, full of bees, and of course they landed in a rose bush, so we had to trim all of that back. Got Talon Redding with me today, and we have prepped an apame hive, which is really good for this on a big swarm. This is going to easily fill 10 frames just solid, and the advantage of this is it's got a screen bottom on it. I know that these bees had to have come from this yard, so I don't want really them to stay in this location. They may have already found a cavity somewhere, so I want to put them in something I can easily transport them in and has good ventilation. And as you can see, we have a couple of combs over here because bees do love that, and I have some foundations, and we plan to hive them into this top cavity. Again, the nice thing about the apame hive is it has these straps or these latches right here that holds it together. So we're going to theoretically shake it into this top cavity, get them in. Hopefully most of them will push down. We'll take the vented cover, put it on top, and then we really need to make sure that we don't leave them in here for a couple of days without feed. I'd like to take them tonight somewhere new, have some sugar syrup for them, because as you can see, the bees are moving around a bunch, and some of them could be scouting for a new home for the hive, but they also are bringing in pollen, they're bringing in nectar, and likely water as well, all the things that the bees need. And so if we put them in a box and leave them for a while, they're going to quickly run out of food. So, do you find a queen? Oh. Oh. So Talon's pointing out there are several bees doing dances, and that could be a couple things, nectar locations, or it could be they're discussing, and Tom Seeley wrote a book about this, The Honeybee Democracy, on how bees basically pitch different locations for the swarm to go into. Could be your neighbor's barn, could be a hollow tree somewhere, could be, who knows, an old cedar tree. There's all kinds of different places they could go, but I know right now they're fixing to go right in here. So let's give this a shot. We've got the entrances shut, ventilation is open, and here goes something. Talon, you want to handle this, and do you want me to get up there and shake? Pour them all right down on you. How's that sound? There's so many bees.
There's a lot of bees.
You good?
Yep.
I'm not. This is heavy.
Sure. More in here than we thought.
Wow, they're hanging on pretty good up there. Might just trim the rest of them off.
Yep, let's click it down.
It's black. It's caught on something back in there. The fence.
Yep. T-post.
All right, I got it. You look and see what's going on.
We nailed the T-post.
How?
With the handle.
Oh,
There's the dead ringer.
there we go. Look at that right there. Oh my goodness, there's still a bunch of bees up in there. This is
a lid on.
Huge swarm. Having fun, Talon?
Always.
Wow. There's still got to be 2 pounds of bees at least. At least 2 pounds of bees, and they're all over the place. Having fun, Laurel? I told you should have gone and put some boots on. I should have put some better gloves on. Bee free. Always make sure that you wear good stuff. It's not always about the bees get aggressive. They get up under, you know, your drawers or something like that. Could be an exciting day in the bee yard. I've had them crawl on my face one time, like a swarm that just started going up my arm and crawling on my face, and I was really concerned they were going to go up my nostrils. And it could happen. Wow. That's a whole nother swarm right there. Where's the pruners? Right behind you. Maybe we try to do that.
Hang on.
I have seen pictures of swarms this large before. You good, Talon?
I don't know. Fix to find out.
Fixing to find out.
You remember when I wanted to get a pair of loppers day before yesterday and you said we didn't need them?
We did. All right, you were right. I was wrong again. I don't know why I even argue anymore. Why don't you let me climb up on the fence? Man, they don't want to get off that bush.
They don't. They're very tight. Hanging very tightly.
You putting them in here? There's holes all in this box. Are you leaving it open on purpose?
Yep. For the time being, anyway.
Why couldn't it have been just like a limb of a tree? Too easy. My guess, this is multiple swarms right here. You could have 2 big primary swarms, or it could be multiple little swarms. Sometimes they'll just all cluster together. I can remember one time in 20-something years of having one of my swarms accumulate to this large, and it drew 2 deep boxes of foundation in less than like 2/3 weeks. It just, bam, 2 deep boxes of comb. They made a super of honey shortly after. They were just so strong. All right, Talon, what are you thinking?
I've had bees going up my drawers.
Bees going up your drawers. Well, you woke up this morning hoping you'd have fun today. We have checked that box.
Stay calm. I think we need the entrance open.
On the apple bay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They might just zoom right back up here.
No, I think they're wanting to get in.
There's a marked queen down there.
You found one?
Uh-huh.
We have a marked queen.
A marked queen?
Right
Where?
on the handle.
You saw one right in here,
Yeah,
Laurel?
there she is, on the left side of the handle.
How am I not seeing her?
Well, she got buried again.
Up in here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, there she is. Okie doke. Well, we found the queen.
A queen.
Hey, queen, that's right. Yep. Ah. Got her. All right, so we've got a queen, and she's marked, so that confirms it. This is one of mine. I want to get her in a cage though, where she can't fly off. So I will.
Here you go.
You got one? Woo! Got that one right there. Here's a cage. I got one.
Got cage.
So we just got a JZBZ cage right here. And just kind of open your palm. She can run right in. A lot of times they don't want to, but she'll eventually get it. All right, there she goes. And now she's in here, and what I'm gonna do is plug this up with some beeswax. Be right back.
Here you go.
Here, come back here, Talon. And so I'll just have to remember to pull this queen out of here. So now, this is really a great swarm lure right here. All right, she's on top of the lid right now. They say beekeepers don't get allergies. Fiddlesticks. Apparently I'm not eating enough honey. Okay.
I want to say there's another one in here.
I'd say you're probably right.
Tell you what, you hold this top with her on it.
You're on it.
You just hold that. You want to shake them into this box. Put the box right back and then just
Shake
put,
these.
And then you put
Oh,
the
you're
top.
gonna move that whole box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, good luck. It was nice knowing you. You don't want my help doing that? I can set this lid down for a second. You know, it just really depends on where they land. It could have been 40 feet up. It could have been a branch this high, just a singular branch. You clip it and shake it and boom, you're done. The problem of it is these bees have kind of marked this. So if we get any more swarms, they're probably heading over.
Lots of bees.
Lots of bees. You want to just dump that into the apame hive?
Maybe.
Because, I mean, the rest of those bees will probably just go to the hive, I'd say, at this point.
I don't know. I'm not convinced.
Some of these are starting to run out the entrance over here and fly off.
That'll be all right. Are they flying off or are they coming out with this
A little bit of both.
fanning?
So at this point, typically, I've got a queen, I've got the majority of the bees. Talon and I have different techniques. He's got a lot of swarms, and so this is where creative differences kind of clash. Obviously, I'm right, and we all know that. Talon, you got any words?
I'm just doing this to observe the behavior.
He's ignoring me and observing behavior.
A lot of times you can tell whether they're fixing to settle based on, are most coming out, are they fanning, or are they flying off when they come up to the top? And I'm seeing a lot of fanning right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we know most of the bees are in these two boxes. I do feel like we need to open up an entrance. At least one. Because these are wanting to get in.
Well, do we...
And for the short term, I think we need to open. And then once things calm down, we'll be able to actually have a better idea of what's going on. You can see all the bees starting to march towards the box. And there may be another queen in this box for all we know. Matter of fact, I'd say chances are we do have one. I'm seeing more bees.
Good eye on that queen spot, by the way, Laurel. That's hard to find one of those. Wish you'd stop showing off so much in the YouTube videos. This is the Kamon Reynolds Beekeeping channel. And you're making me look bad over there. Here comes the rain, folks.
We did have some bees up there.
Yes, you did.
Maybe a queen on my jacket.
They just went right back to your noggin.
Yeah.
Several of them. Wow. Look at that.
See how they're starting to coat the cage.
I mean, look how many bees there are in here. I mean, there's a decent swarm just in this box. This lid will knock it down. We usually have feeder rims. This is an old lid right here that's just used for random things. Leave it open enough where they can get into it.
That gives them long enough to figure things out themselves.
So anyways, sometimes it doesn't take that much work, but rosebush, I mean, the branches were out to here. Talon had to trim it back quite a bit, and I helped a little bit. I couldn't reach some of the higher most branches.
Up to about 3.5 feet.
It was 2 K units too high, and I just couldn't handle it. Anyway, that's a joke for another time. We'll keep you posted on this and see how it turns out. We'll see you in the next video.